Hello everyone, I am Dr. H. Agarwal, an assistant professor in statistics at the Central University of South Bihar. In this lecture, I will be talking about few definitions of demography. So let's start. Demography may be defined as the scientific study of size, composition, and distribution of human population and their changes resulting from fertility, mortality, and migration. By another definition, it is concerned with how large or small populations are, how populations are composed according to age, sex, race, marital statuses, and other characteristics, and how populations are distributed in physical space. So, demography studies technically the population size and how it is distributed among the different categories of the human population, obviously. And since the population is never static, it is dynamic, and the changes in population are resulting from its factors fertility, mortality, and migration. Whereas fertility and mortality are biological factors, they cannot be avoided entirely. But the migration is human need. So, these two definitions lead to the same thing, that demography studies the population, size, composition, and the changes and the factors that change demography. And we can also say that the effect of the changes in demography on human population, that is also studied in demography. So there are some components of demography: the demographic theories and models, demographic methods, demographic materials. Demographic theories and models are statements of observed facts or theory that attempt to explain the nature, causes, and effect of population process at different geographical scales. This means it talks about the theories behind the changes, the causes of changes, and effect of changes in population at different geographical scales. Demographic methods consist of procedures and techniques for working with demographic data, which are fertility, mortality, morbidity, nativity, migration, etc. Demographic materials. These are sources of raw demographic data. So if we want to work with demographic data, we first need to collect it, or we need to have it as secondary data. So where to find these demographic data? The sources are census, vital registration systems, population registers, and sample surveys, where census is complete enumeration and the sample surveys are based on sampling. Now, the demography study is divided into areas. One studies the mathematical aspects, which is called formal or mathematical or technical demography, that solely focus on variables that are demographic in nature: fertility, nativity, mortality, aging, and migration. And the second one is social demography or population studies. It is broader in scope and includes non-demographic variables such as socio-economic, medical, and environmental, to understand how they impact or influence demographic variables or vice versa. So, social demography or population studies that talks about the factors outside the demographic data, demographic factors, which influence the demographic variables that causes the change in the population, and then also are affected by the population dynamics. For example, In a society where there is a demand for boy child, the population may increase for a couple can have more and more births in order to wanting for a baby boy. Similarly, in a society where people are job oriented, there will be less fertility rate. Women who are engaged in job, they will be marrying late and having birth late. So, and also that if a geographical area has huge population size, it must be wanting to have less fertility rates. So these are some examples where the population studies focuses on.